Okay, we're live! We actually got in a lot faster than I did yesterday. The queue was shorter, I started earlier. Yeah. So yeah, just about... Actually mentioned start at 5 rather than 5:30. And got in at about 90-ish minutes. And so finding the hints was actually really, really hard. Just... These are hints. Like, one, towards the business spying a keeper doth gaze. Yeah, because like I had a feeling it was talking about the big statue of Sharlayan. And I eventually found him on the high cliff that looks out over it. It took me a while to find it because I kept looking down low for a guy looking up, then a guy looking over from afar. And I had to like try sleeping with him. I eventually got him for doze emote. Ever changing keeper doth wait, clutching a prize is hunger to sate. But no prize is covered as one golden hue, the mention of which is never thought rude. And so up near the base of the river, there is a nutkin. And I get a bit confused on what to say at first, but I get a little help because like there are other people standing next to me who said golden acorn. It's like, oh, I get it. And apparently you have to say golden acorn in all lower caps. Because I tried adding some uppercase letters and it didn't count. But I went all lowercase, it worked. Now this guy was actually easiest. Blessed by the Nymphi, Keeper doth stand. We're just, just like, by the Nymphium, there was a guy reading a book. I read the book, bam. I just talked to him. I didn't even have to give a specific interaction. We'll turn that in second. Like you see, I got a good amount of experience points now from a nice Praetorium run yesterday. I got the books. Yes, this is all of them. Thank you, Venture. Quite the precious finds. A shame if they jumped off a cliff or somewhere equally as precarious. Seem like the most restricted tone. I haven't word of the student whose recklessness caused this whole incident. Though he has been chastised plenty already, you can be sure. Pretty incident is the first of its kind. Books about it as a matter of ward must only be handled with gloves woven with the self-same grass I used to make the sleeping powder. Who takes such measures? The books will crumble from age and elements within a few generations. One of the very first lessons we teach students. There's always one every year who fails to listen. I'm trying to remember what this... There was a description about the restricted book I picked up. It was some kind of beastman holding a lance. Yeah, but it's definitely something, it might have been a Keycard or something, but I definitely, like, know, like, I heard about, like, the description of the character, like, oh, that reminds me of Freya from 9. Now, one thing while I was just, like, picking up the descriptions for, picking up the keys, one of the key givers talked about how their master, to think he would dress up as a woman, so... Man, I like any on the rails, promise to get this yours to take. Like I go, let's at least I'll have a little troublemaker in my care. I taught the boy everything I knew in the ways of survival and infiltration. Here's me from those be shores. The boy is a turned man, so his face alone displayed me to turn greatly. Oh! So this is the person who taught, Thancred. Hard give us time this time, I do not doubt. I thank you for being there for him, and ask that you continue to do so. Lastly, ask that you forgive me for not saying this directly, in spite of myself. I've been good at expressing heartfelt sentiments in person. Hence this letter. The manner's delivery, at the very least, I wish to make interesting. I hope you derive some enjoyment from it. Oh, a ring too! So this mysterious person was actually, the person who taught Thancred, when Lusa brought him over. Also, actually hasn't used this. Klondike Magitech guillotine? Oh my god. We got Grinwatt's chainsaw blade. Hell yeah. I think I might keep this on for a bit because it's a freaking chainsaw sword. Oh. I just gotta say that in FC chat. I just got a chainsaw. I got a chainsaw. Oh. Link. Now we're actually going back and telling them about everything we saw when we went back 12,000 years. We will, after this is done. So it's like autoing through all the stories to find unlocked in this Sekai. Even though it's like this colorful stage now. Oh. Not that complaining, Orange. We're not expecting to see you quite so soon. Nor I thee. Installing the virtues of Theris, I did inadvertently awaken in Labyrinthos a desire to avert our beloved star's demise. God tells us you obtain new knowledge and may aid us in our ongoing efforts. I do share regarding our study ethereal sea, but your findings are certain to be of greater interest, so I'd rather hear them first. My revelations in Hydralin's Elpis flower lead. I went back in time to the time of the ancients. Let's see how they react to this. This dynamis is what drives the final days. They didn't Akasai was one and the same, but proves in Honda's theory. For an entity through sheer force of motion to channel this vast dormant reservoir into a raging river, its power might surpass even that of ether. For a star so replete of ether, this entity would need to be outside its incidence to effectively manipulate the dynamics of the great expanse. Meteon, or rather, the sorrow and suffering of fallen civilizations that she's been hoarding for millennia. I actually do like how it's not like a big cosmic force that has been driving this, not like a single evil entity, rather just like a dark force that's like slowly built up and accumulated from just like I said, the sorrow and suffering of fallen civilizations that just has built together and corrupted and almost like made Meteon and her kin its avatar. It's just badness manifested, not one specific entity that just suddenly came and decided to wreck our planet. Full of anguish and fear and hatred, joined from every corner of the universe, all for a single purpose, destruction of Theris. Our foe is no longer some unknowable calamity. But one aim, to defeat Meteon. It's so simple, but you're not wrong. Vanquish Meteon and we deliver the world from final days. We have attempts, there are two conditions. First, we must determine her location. When Meteon escaped, and Sharlayan was placed upon her by Vanal, the one who would become Hydaelyn. In case the temporal magics are not entirely understood, we cannot assume that our Hydaelyn and Vanal you met in Elpis are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her intrinsic qualities as an all-powerful being, it wishes that Hydaelyn possesses the knowledge we seek. Whether she would share the knowledge of us, however, remains to be seen. After all, she intends for us to flee Etheris, not to stay. Suppose she's abandoned her pursuit of Meteon? No, like I said, I quickly built up the theory that the moon is not an ark to escape the planet. It's not to just pick survivors and get the hell out of Dodge. It is a ship to collect an army. We'll collect fierce fighters to just bring an army and then fly across the universe to Meteon's nest and bring the fight to her and end her there with an army. That, I believe, is the actual true purpose of the moon colony. my impression too. Otherwise, she wouldn't have used me as a conduit for her will, or provided clues such as the Elpis flower. I believe she has been waiting. Mankai's answer to Hermes' question. So what's the second condition? Let's find a means to reach Medion. Naturally, our chosen method will depend entirely upon wheresoever she has made her nest. The commuting of Hydaelyn must by necessity come first. Did you, Miss Esther Toya, have any luck with your investigation into the Ethereal Sea? Sadly not. We enlisted the help of Erenvald and the other Echo-Blast allies. Couldn't detect so much as a whisper from Hydaelyn, even from within the Anti-Tower. Esther Toya is of the opinion that in the years since abandoning it, Form has found some other method of receiving instructions from Hydaelyn. So, it would most likely be some form of apparatus for observing the Ethereal Sea, built closer to home. Likely was at the bottom of... Oh, sorry to interrupt. We just received word from the forum. Perhaps requested in the Rostra, we intend to discuss the Great Exodus. Whatever it's at the bottom of Labyrinthos. Father was able to persuade them. Finally taking it seriously. Let's see what they have to say. Yeah, let's see what they have to say about what I'm about to tell them. Oh, I just see the response to FC chat. We have just like Big O's little O. Can someone explain to me why the hell a dark needs a chainsaw? Yeah, I am definitely keeping this weapon after this. I'm not throwing this out. Yeah, let's throw something fun out. I think dragoons get chain spear. I'll shout chat. Has anyone done the real quest? Response to that, please no. It's someone asking about like the real quest. You want answers? Yes. What do you do if golden ones say? Just like that. Yeah, like he's giving some more advice. Yeah, the book one. You just talk to the sleeper you slash doze. I'll just say one last thing. Oh. Sleeper by here. He just told me, is the sleeper in the studio? I know I looked all over the studio around here. He's down here. It's done. Very well. It may wait in the corridor. Of course, entry only permitted on the occasion you leave your armaments at the door. So forget the sacred institution holds rational discourse in the highest limits of war are expressly forbidden. Understandable. Actually entering in here. Good. Definitely seems voiced. I'm gonna wait. I'll just do it. The characters being much more articulated. Like when they're like. That's a good denoter of just like what's voiced and what's not voiced.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter. We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends.
Ooh.
By your leave, of course.
What is the proposal? I was like, they forced to take off my helmet.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
What is the request?
Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, at their request, on the Great Exodus. You may enter. On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glaciers. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzat-Han. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well.
Better.
As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Yeah, as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Sharlayan has labored these many long years. We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Sharlayan citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after.
Like the preparators.
Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radzat Han was foremost among these. But since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
Okay.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all.
Yeah, we want to make sure we don't kill each other up in space.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside,
Those who want to just take a bunch of people who hate
are
each
your
other and
plans
stick them in a
proceeding
small
apace?
box.
We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
They may be able to send books up to.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct.
Send small things.
This Ark, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge
It can
will be lost.
move, but not fast enough. It just.
Is there anything to be done?
Well, I want to be able to go.
The ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient.
What if we tell them about
Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
what if an ether burner? What if we make a dynamis burner? Because the predominant energy that flows throughout the universe is not ether; it's dynamites. So if we use an engine that runs on a much more abundant fuel source, and that's much more just in like the fabric of space, it might be able to perform better.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on 2 conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
And have me climb all the way down to the bottom of that place. And what's the second condition?
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
That's the ship that's in the title of Endwalker, the Triangle.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Look at that smile.
Delightful as always, Master Alfino. Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself. Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration. I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote.
Straight to voting. No time to discuss.
All in
just yes
favor
or no.
of agreeing to the Scion's terms? "71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it." Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Very well.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
Sorry about not letting the rest of you in my plan. I was admittedly thinking on my feet for the most part, since we require both a means of commuting of Hydaelyn and reaching Meteon. For the moment, I started involving ourselves with the completion of the arc as a way to move towards both objectives simultaneously. We must first keep our end of the bargain by solving the problem of the ether burner. I think it's not challenging beyond our combined expertise, or at least the expertise of our extended circle of associates. Yeah, let's get Sid on. Tell Sid Nero. Build the ultimate spaceship engine. Few of us learn how an ether burner actually works before we attempt to improve it, though. Instructed, I shall take you to see the ether burner. Meet me outside the Archeon. I trust you make your own way there. How can you build Labyrinthos? Hardly surprising. How else could they conceal such a massive undertaking? Let us use the elevator and stuff now. Let it grow. What are like the experience points? Not that much off. Our destination lies in the lower levels, and the Forum, in its wisdom, has granted you access to Archeon's lift. They beside have Oathling take you to the medial circuit. Never that dude. You can finally just go up and down the easy way. Or the easier way. We don't get the easy way until we get all the ether currents. I sent your associate head to Labyrinthos Alpha on the other side of Mineral Ergonomics. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to... No, never mind. It can wait. This isn't a matter at hand. Down there. Sharlayan Hamlet. Or Scaporia. Keep going. Oh yeah, like I can go inside the building. Next lift operator. We're waiting here while our father arranges for us to use the next lift. Here being Lugs and Alpha, where atmosphere conditions of Labyrinthos are regulated. Water is drawn from underground and dispersed as vapor, stimulating the formation of artificial clouds and rain. Manipulating the temperature and air circulation, helping create an ideal environment for the growth and preservation of the biological samples kept here. Hold on, how do you know so much about it? My father brought me here as a child. What? And left me behind? Actually, you're the one who left me behind when you went off somewhere with grandfather. Before, I've been asking father how clouds are made, so he had to show me. It was fascinating. I peppered him with questions the entire time. It's not too easy to take for granted the many interweaving aspects of the natural world. To go away near it is to the wondrous. Having gained an understanding of the complex mechanisms employed by the Loppers in recreating the environment, come to view such processes in a new light. Subterranean guards of Labyrinthos, the lunar prison forge containing the ancient zodiac, habitations built for all mankind neath the new surface, each unique, yet undeniably similar. It's no mere coincidence. This Heidelin unfolds into us the grim fate that waits Aetheris. Every essential research you could spare has been urged to Labyrinthos, preparation for great exodus, but that's not all. What's our testing ground for technologies that will allow us to settle on distant stars? The Loppers have endeavored to make the moon inhabitable. That is not our final destination. Mankind must learn to propagate life, and there is none to thrive where all is barren. Yeah, they're practicing terraforming. Last time is not on our side. I've arranged for you all to enter the central circuit. And there that most of our preparations for the great exodus were carried out, the construction of the Ark among them. Though our plans have been made public, access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subject to said restrictions, and free reign to come and go as you please. Such was the will of Form, after all. Prove yourselves worthy of their trust, your trust. Let's proceed. I can't wait till I can just get through enough stories in Sekai that I can actually start skipping them again. Okay, phone besides 7th Dawn are permitted to enter the central circuit. gonna stay as Dark Knight for the area bonus. Ether burner is being constructed not far from here. We're seeing the work is Kokol Dankol, after whom the forge is named. Once necessary instructions have been introductions have been made, should leave you with him to discuss the particulars this way. Kokol's forge. You can see on the mini-map there's like, yeah, very definite sections. You kind of see it, but there's like, a wall here. Okay, nothing actually to do here. Fair bit to the north. Well, like, I'm guaranteed to go up to where the Aetherites are. At the very least, the expansions, I don't think the game will never send you to where an Aetherite would be. I just heard my brother laughing upstairs.
I could swap them out. No, been there, done that. Damn near lost my eyebrows.
Am I missing an eyebrow?
Think, Kokol, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
I mean, Master Force, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or worse. Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the Ether Burner conundrum.
Huh. Not seen you lot down here before.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the Ether Burner.
Aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the Ether Burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding. Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb. But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient. A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loporits?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all! I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
Do you speak of Allagan refined adamantite, perchance?
Oh yeah, we got a ton of it up on Aziz's Law.
You know of it?
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allagan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded.
And I said, just mine it.
As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Oi, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ends like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though. We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the Northern Empty during the calamity.
There's another piece.
With more? Well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Aziz's Law! I can just mine that shit
Surely
there!
the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Or Aziz's Law!
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up.
Well, I've cleared the binding coil.
It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
They're just openly talking about it. You want me to get the White Raven's ghost? It haunts me. Want me to go and fetch the whatsits?
That may be for the best, though you doubtless find the task too dull for your liking.
How does it play out if we didn't do coil?
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously...
Or just go... Aziz's Law, come on!
Fenrid, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Just...
Of course. The floor is yours.
Like, I want to bring up my crafting log after this. Or, like, my gathering log.
What's all this?
Adamantite is a level 60 material.
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward.
Epic expansion, we got this stuff. This
is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-foot expedition myself.
Yep, we know that. I've been doing the tank quests.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Aziz's Law!
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance
got the
will send word
Onishishu
to one
over
and
there.
all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
The only Shishu for
What
one.
did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Any road, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics.
Okay, so just like, in case you didn't do Heaven on High, the only Shishu is an order over in Othard that was actually founded by the last princess of Alag, Princess Sarah. Because, like, this is also the woman who, like, took her genetic material and gave it to one of her Makoti servants who was Graha's ancestor. And she, like, founded this order that would help protect Allagan's secrets just from falling into the wrong hands. And, like, this is the order that built Heaven on High. Like, the boss of level 30 is a creation that was made by the sacrifice of just, like, one of their, like, first leaders. Like, they're the ones who handle all the Aetheryte stuff over in that area of the world. They maintain them, they do all that stuff. A secret order just like of preservers of Allagan knowledge. So I would not be surprised if just like it's like so tough. Like, this is like a moment I wish like the game I wish the game would treat like every side content as if you've done that. Yes, it's spoiler as all hell, but so much of it has so much stuff that could be helpful in the MSQ. Or just like, when you're doing Bosnia in like 2.2, and just like we have learned Makoto. And she's just like, all this stuff about memory that could have been helpful to get our friends back to the first. Or back from the first.
Holding enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Combine a source night pack with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking, and I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Sharlayan before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
So if these are a reminder of how famous or infamous Elfino has become, would have thought he could achieve so much with a single link for a conversation. As we're expecting rather a lot of visitors in the near future, I best turn to surface and inform the relevant parties. I have a contact of my own that might be worth a try. Oh, no, might that be? That's for me to know and you to find out. On that note, I'll leave matters in your capable hands, and best of luck. Meanwhile, in Ul'dah, ooh. Oh, we got a meeting here. I got Lolorito, Pavashan, Pippin, and Nanamo.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make.
Or maybe the reason actually we're not going to add this law is because that's where just like a lot of raw stuff is. It's like adamantite rocks, not refined in processed metal.
Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. call upon the Sultan Sworn and brass blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Thiergeist, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberg will personally see it done.
I think I remember seeing you in one of the Crafter Quest lines.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Tizona's blade clear the way.
Tizona, the sword he inherited from Raubon.
Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Alagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it.
Yeah, help us. You can make money while doing so, but still help us.
The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth? That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
I see everyone else set everything up. And also this music that's playing, this is Coil music. This is the Coil background music. We're just walking through the coils, back when raids had like paths with trash mobs. Like, this is pretty much where you set out for second coil.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses.
Well, we paved the way chasing after
Still,
Ulidarnis.
It has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
In that case, might I suggest taking us along?
At least? Yeah! Hey! Oh, you got Minago there too.
Hext. What are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk.
Ah.
So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Our deficiency so plain to see.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the Scions assigned to the Shroud.
Yes.
I know this forest well. I know your people. And
I
know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
Yep, and in Kurthus. Oh, they're at Harshabot's grave! Oh!
There you are!
He's in the grave of their
We've
brother!
moved out to waste, brother. Everyone has already...
It's a broken shield and everything! Oh! Ah!
That was a roar! A dragon's roar!
Yep. The dragons are coming to help. I just like from the Hemsworth trailer. The dragons are coming. Ooh, meanwhile the Ruby Sea. Ah, we got him from Labyrinthos group.
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honourable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid. Is that...
Hancock? What a
Soda
surprise
Bond.
this is. And a fortuitous one at that.
Ooh.
I have a favor to ask, you see.
Ooh, what is it? The Four Lords! Or at least Seiryu! Oh, and that just got me thinking about... The Four Lords. When we did the Four Lords Trial series, Genbu sought our aid to help purify the others of the Aramitama, which was the negative energy within their body running out of control and just running rampant and kind of sending them down on delusional spirals. Like the fourth member of their team, the fifth member, Koryu, did, and had to be sealed 1,000 years ago. But just what if? What if? Like, what connection could there be between Dynamis and then Aramitama? Look, somebody has this like the mini Seiryu minion. Yeah, actually, yeah. Another show, Gathering Log. 60. Adamantite ore in Az's Law. Just find it right there. Yeah, but it is ore, so maybe that's exactly why we can't go to it there. Because it is not processed and refined. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could get a lot of adamantite there, but yeah, like I said, we'd have to get a ton of it, process it, and refine it. It's like a lot of extra steps of work. Alvin was resisting the urge to pat himself on the back. My friends are searching for refined adamantite and sacred relics. Really know if they meet your requirements once they've arrived. Meantime, is there anyone else who might be of service? Ha! I've already done more than enough. I have to say though, I could use someone who knows a thing or two about elegant technology. You there, lads with red eyes and matching hair. You seem to know more than the average scholar. Ha! If only Master Coco knew how right he was. He and Graha established a rapport. When did we help the preparations for the Great Exodus? Indeed, we've been going above and beyond in terms of our arrangement. I propose this not to curry favor. Confident I am we succeed. There's We're ready for every eventuality. This will be an opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the logistics of traveling the great expanse. Nothing else? It beats twiddling your thumbs while you wait for the adamantite. Now, ain't you a bunch of helpful buggers? Keep in mind to lend a hand. I know where you ought to go. Sharlayan Hamlet is lousy researchers and scholarly types, busing themselves preparing for the Exodus. Pah! That lot need all the help they can get. Well then, off we go. It's in Files Elemental Attraction. Oh yeah, right up there. What kind of frost giant enemy is that? Probably get done for a while. Center Soma. More to the west. Luxem Gamma. Filling out ether currents is definitely something I want to work on. Keep going west. Get up there. Center, far to the northeast, but likely in like the actual center. Okay, a cannon. It's immediately going to Aporia. I take you like the long way around, searching for currents. Actually, while we're here, I want to look at the weapons. So you'll have like the level 88 stuff, right? Yes. Oh, I just got a saw blade. Now just like the saw blade effect that when you use shit. I don't play warrior. You know the warrior spam warrior skill. Teeth aren't moving. Oh, it's a drill spear! Yeah, let's split up. War save. Oh, and that's also got like chain parts. Oh my god, level 88 weapons are awesome! Let's get the handgun. thank God. These things are like exhauster burners. Oh, just to make sure the angles I'm looking at that. Let's try a book. Nice metal look. I definitely got the best one with my freaking chainsaw! There it is. I thought it would be up on the cliffs, but then like got closer and this just popped in down here. North and northeast. Doing the beta one. I'm gonna check the number after this. Oh, a few more. Another one this way. Are 100% going to unlock another wave of side quests. There said northeast. Is there one over here that I missed? Oh, yeah, that's likely right by Numa. Or... Head over to Numa. Oh yeah, it's over here. Dang. I could have gotten this one before. Yeah, but like, we're definitely, of course, going to unlock several more waves of side quests down here. 67 my home points for now. Oh. They're standing there watching the gate meet, waiting. Ah! Oh, come on, I can't jump over this. They're standing there looking at the gate, waiting for me to come come towards them. They're just looking for me. They don't see me. Where could Vendor be? And I just taking a long time gator. And I just walked up behind them. Surprise! I can tell a lot of people here. People actually live down here. Oh my god. So I can offer my next a little bit of that French inspiration scholar Much Jane mentioned. So I'm asking around, ideally without getting in anyone's way. Yep, and all these start now. Next veterinarian, the Goodben's Trolls. Come here, ma'am. I couldn't have noticed that you got away about you with the silly screams. I have an affinity for creatures of the wilds. Because I'm never wrong about such things. Might I trouble you? See, amongst the troops of trolls living in the outer circuit, I came upon one who is secret beyond measure. Shameful creature in no one saw him heal, of course. I tended to return to his rightful home. He flew into a panic as if he could not bear the thought of going back. Making matters worse, the trolls have interest escaping to a den of Analis. To go after him, I so fumblefoot I steer him off like it's not, trying to live from my pains by the fiends. I turn to you, would you seek out this troll of which I spoke? I invite you to this with his favorite food, and with it, you should be able to calm the piteous thing. Hopefully this will be enough to see his senses restored and for him to come hurrying back. I know I'm sure you're thinking it. Whether those fell Analis seek to impede you or pester the troll, make those beasts forget their interference. Oh, and don't worry, there will be a reward for your efforts. Happily ever after. How's your fed? Think it happened in my kitchen, the nerve. Oh, you there? Yes, you. You're looking for one who knows what she's about. Just in need of it, one such as you. Pick yourself a bushel of Mariel economics apples. What you know, some nasty magic gore swipe those red beauties from under my nose. Not sure how they got here in the first place. That's beside the point. I could well try to steal them back myself, but who knows how many hours I'd be before I stumbled upon that blasted bandit. Only one man. I can't cover all the ground by myself. Be a friend to help me get my apples back, would you? I just knew you would oblige me. Now then, let's talk strategy. I'll scour the area just over here. You take the north. Deal? And Dragons bury themselves in the dirt to hide. See one of their bulbous heads poking out of the soil. Hit them with one of these malodorous bombs. So surprised to get a faceless snake to leap out and leave behind my apples. Snake will probably take off running. Let them go. I just want my pilfered fruit returned. Besides, my dragon carcass isn't on the menu tonight. Right then, I'll leave you to your search. Happy hunting! Steady current. Over the arc. Well, the Power Master Coco's managed to squeeze out the ether burner. Still enough, apparently. And the final days have arrived. Hobo creatures running rampant all over. If only we begun the exodus sooner. People are dying. You know into it. You don't fulfill our duties. We will. We spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan, and all will be well. unwanted silken grin. Herbicidal tendencies. Wait, look, we're just a counselor I was in search of. See, I moved with an experimental new tincture that brings low a certain type of fiend, hoping to venture my test of efficacy for me in the field. As you hear, perhaps you could fill that role. Good. Now then, about the solution of mine, help with some gleaners, I've crafted a concoction like inner fiend. It generates the hardest of Seedkin's casings, allowing one to make quick work of the beasts. Or so my hypothesis goes anyway. As my gauge remains untested and thus unproven, which is why you come in. Once you're so well versed in ways of war, should not trouble at all verifying the tincture's efficacy, I should think. Based on the information I've ascertained, an oversized cannon can be found wandering about to the west of Logiscan Beta. Logistican Beta. Down such this succeed minute nostrum and mesh to a bloody pulp for me, would you? The trees bleed. Oh, hello. Are you one of the new helpers? Working on the ether burner. Oh dear, I hear things that come to a standstill on that front. Even so, I choose that over my current duties. Checking and loading samples day in and day out is tiring, thankless work. But still, no one will be across and misplace a few legumes or what have you. Phone's got enough on their plate as is. Or deciding who goes aboard the Ark and when. Lots of powerful people have opinions about that. Heart goes out to Master Fortunal and the others. Hardly a moment's rest, I expect. Do you think they have time to sleep? Seeing red. Psychon salad. Nope. Oh my! The ways of Stalliak are as mysterious as they are providential. If you think a woman so much as you would appear for me, my hour of need. This is not divine intervention, I know not what is. I face a trial which are not equal, never shall we. It involves the capture of my most feared nemesis. Tomatoes. You see? Really speak to Malaby's name about my gorge rising. Would you well consider my offer, truly? I've money set aside, quite a bit in fact. All I need to do is capture one of those vile vegetables and find in near Meryl's ergonomics. They're quite hard to miss, disgusting things that they are. Really hates tomatoes. Case of the missing gleaner. Excuse me, can I show you for a moment? I'm looking for someone you see. I was hoping you might help. I do appear to see if a beast captured in insane motion as I read him. The gleaner who was meant to make the delivery is yet to appear. I grew rather tired of waiting. Try reaching him via link peril, but no avail. I had to go out and search for him myself, but lift your eyes, I'm not here. I've seen that excuse like 5 or 6 times already for just like a side quest. It's like, but what if this person comes back while I leave to look for them? Would you be willing to find said gleaner for me? Thank you. He ought to be relatively easy to spot, I should think, considering he's traveling with 2 mud-covered seedkin. So much here first. I'll check around here. Just make sure he's not rounding the corner or some such. Should you find it before I do? Hurry back here, will you? Honestly, one thing I wish I could do, but I honestly don't know just how long it would take, or does like if it would be that bad, would be just like in the morning, just like when the queue times are actually good, just like before I head out to work, just like log in, go into like, I don't know, my FC apartment, my FC private room, just get a rubber band and just like band the control stick down around the handles, or just like running the entire time, and I just come back just like, oh, you know, just like 10 or so hours later, and just like I'm immediately in the game. I'm worried I might ruin my controller doing that, so Thank goodness you're here. Frosty caught me by surprise. Gave me a nasty shock. What are you doing all the way out here? Ah, of course. I suppose all this waiting would make anyone rather nervous. I'll give my apologies operator when I deliver these specimens. As themselves, well, let's just say I'm rather surprised that it's still in one piece. By being bathed in lightning, the Earth alignment probably saved them, come to think of it. Anyway, thank you, kind stranger. I doubt I'd still be among the living enough for your aid. Right then? I better get going. Don't want to keep the operator waiting any longer than he already has. Sulfur powder. I got with him! Like, whatever that! Yep. Oversized apples? Damn. Doing some little bit of work on my computer, just like free up some space. My computer just like the Wi-Fi we have is not good for trying to upload really big video files. Of all like the 4-hour blocks of I recorded during early access, I haven't actually been able to upload a single one. So I got 48 hours of like footage just sitting on my computer, just like taking up all my memory space. Here you are. I was running out to see you again. You told me everything that happened. I got him out of a tight spot. Seems to have escaped largely unscathed. I heard you giving him a thorough inspection just in case. Notice, but they're actually a type of corporica. But these happen to be smeared in anything from mud, originating from the Arboretum. Yeah, I did the hard mode. Just from looking at your face, you already know this species, don't you? Yes, something tells me you're already quite intimate with the Arboretum. Isn't it just a wonderful place? I've been wondering when I acquire these little things. How does theory of the Earth alignment might prove of use in the application of such an element? I expected such an unfortunate accident would come out of my curiosity, though. Well, we're not in the worst of the wear, so perhaps not that unfortunate. Peter's still alive and kicking. The samples have made it safely here. All thanks to you, of course. So ultimately, it ends well. Yes? Not only is my computer also slow, but like anytime the internet hiccups just a little bit, the upload completely drops and I have to start over from scratch. There you are. I come up empty-handed. That is to admit. How did you fare? Were you able to recover the apples? You were? Oh my! I can't thank you enough. Goodness me! I've had a proper look at them. They're rather enormous, aren't they? Funny how I didn't see them before. Labyrinthos, as you surely noticed, is entirely man-made. Our carried prosperity is thanks in part to the elemental reactor, the false sun. But truth be told, these two things are likely to blame for our oversized fruit. Fortis does research afoot to see if the above-ground orchards could produce something to similar size as well. Come over let me know, though I'm sure that day is quite a long way off. So begging your pardon, how you tucking your ear off? I'm sure you've better things to get on with. Come as no I certainly do. Apple pies don't make themselves, now do they? Thank you again for the help. Like it's just here, I didn't go farther on to that spot. I've seen lots of conversion stuff. Oh. And I like ran past it while looking that up. Maybe I should see about picking that up though. Don't go in here. Spotted me. Highlighted myself. Yep. HP penalty and damage down. Oh. A little too early. Double make your double Tsubame. All I need now is get Ogi Namakiri. So let's go back to the Archeon. I do kind of wish there were spots I could just jump down. Yeah, just nice, easy one-way travel. But, no, they don't want you to sequence break. So, I wonder if people have actually found ways to out of bounds and just glitch themselves down lower. They could actually get to the central circuit. What am I doing? I got it. Dang it, I had to not kill it. For left step. In the hamlet. Well, we're able to catch one of those terrible tomatoes. You can feel how the scented tomato struggles with skin confines. Luckily, the sack muffles its piercing screams. Beep. Pardon me, Sack, I cannot stomach the wretches. But better in and out, I suppose. At least it won't get confused. They won't get disastrously painful juices in anyone's eyes. Of course, my tomatoes bad with some violence are running amok. This, the gleaner had sowed a concrete of vegetable seeds to cultivate the plantation. A few of these vermin managed to slip in unnoticed. The soil was exceptionally fertile, by the looks of it, because the creatures proliferated with alarming ease, more so than any could have possibly guessed. Provided this tale of an even stranger twist, at least that squirting into my eyes had a salubrious effect. No longer have need of my glasses. I can see perfectly clearly now, though a great deal of pain value. Though, would like to use your tomatoes to make eye juice? No, that wasn't a very opinion ring to it all. Anyway, services have been most helpful. I'll begin my research as soon as I get back to the laboratory. Okay, that's actually really crazy. So this crazy tomato just squirted in your face and just like, ah, my eyes! And just like burned as all hell. But when it was done, you could see perfectly without your glasses. And now, I guess you're going to try to find some way to replicate that. That's such mad science. Wait, let's scratch on you. I think this means my serum did its job then? Is that so? Goodness, my thinking is rather startling, isn't it? The things should be mostly hastily thrown together. Very thorough, but into it. Anyway, I thank you for services rendered. Care for your troubles. Well then, I must return to my pondering. These theories of mine won't hypothesize themselves. Get the last area. Oh yeah, I can't jump over that. The last one is like in the center. You're just to the southwest. Let's actually look around. Oh no, it isn't! Ha ha! Ha! like the one by the new mod. I'm glad I just decided to randomly pop that. Another one. Yes. Wayward trolls. Like, I wish you could make Chewbacca noises. But you have to agree that, like, a Chewbacca noise is, like, the perfect noise for a troll. For these guys. No troll can resist it. Fruit is ripe in more than one way, according to your olfactory senses. Whoa. Look, he's returned! I can't thank you enough. You made a look at, but trolls are really quite intelligent and neat. They're an intrinsic part of woodlands of Labyrinthos, keep it healthy and thriving. Though we have responsibility to put down the more violent and unruly ones, most trolls, such as this one, are kind, docile things. In fact, our friend here has a real chance of becoming leader of this tribe, perhaps even guardian of the forest someday. It is we who saw these creatures removed from their natural habitats and relocated with them within Labyrinthos. Thus, we have responsibility to watch over them to ensure that they are well. It would be too cruel to dispose of one simply because they're under the weather. Yes, reward. As promised. Now then, it's high time I saw this fellow return to the outer circuit. Farewell, adventurer. Actually, it's been a bit. Randomize! Puff of Darkness. Help, that's very kind. But I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. Once we list the things we'll need once we arrive on the moon, see whichever star we choose as our new home. My duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so it'll be a lot busier after we depart. I heard the lunar travelers I come down to assist in their efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person, after having communicated with them in such limited capacities thus far. To be perfectly honest, I don't have the slightest idea what they look like, even if they're not enormous looming giants. Well, I would much prefer something small and fluffy, like the hatted rabbit that ran by. Okay. Like, it's very obvious irony there. Ah, yeah, living way. Yeah, singing way, cooking way, growing way, living way. And Urion J. Fancy meeting you here, Vanda. Friends of the Forum brought us here to see their teeny tiny little boat, which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magic. What we're really interested in is the theater itself, but we now find ourselves a sort of funny underground miniaturized version of it. We were hoping the Forum would give us a scouted tour, but it appears they're rather preoccupied. Honestly, all the time to prepare, and they're still not ready. Plus, we just have to show ourselves around, or at least that's what we were planning to do until we just went on Jay and your good self. Since you're both dialing around, engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Wouldn't that be fun? wise guides can free themselves of the Labyrinths? Labyrinthos, unexpected yet prudent suggestion. Given the similarity between this artificial environment and the best ways burrow, maybe our best condition to have the Labyrinths acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by the Sharlayan collaborators. However, that continued reliance upon my limited knowledge would risk narrowing rather than broadening the perspectives. Mayhap thou art best suited to lead this venture. What about this idea? Let me begin with the great big what's-it over the yonder? Yes, the what's-it. I shall leave this explanation to Evander. You're literally just dumping them in our laps. Pharmazine. This big thing. Goodness me, tools with the larger creation magics is positively stupendous. Have you direct your attention to its most important features? Ooh. Mushroom-like thing is there the tanks and there's the metallic tubes. Is that water here from inside that great big tube? That's because of those cogs in the gigantic wheel at the top. Oh, I see. That's how you drop the water. Probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside it too. It's so hard to see from here. There's that golden pipe connected to the top of those tanks. I can see it through that window and then a pipe at the bottom. This would be for purifying the water drawn up from below. The mushroom-like thing. That looks like the trees in Greatest Exvale. Hold on, isn't that's the thing? That's a bit of a strange shape. It's set at the bottom, but big and round at the top. Quite tall for something so unbalanced too. That makes sense. That's where they store the water. How do you guess? Water drawn from underground, presumably from some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower before being distributed elsewhere. You're right, aren't I? I knew it. Designed brilliant in simplicity, I dare say it would take only a moment to install in even the harshest environments, for labyrinths, that is. Indeed, securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We've heard, however, that peoples in these theaters sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? Many settlements in Thanalan are built near an oasis. So wherever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I really won't be able to procure the necessary amount. We can find enough water to keep them from drying out completely, but it appears they rely on it far more than we'd anticipated. A few adjustments may be in order once you calculate the average rate of consumption per individual. It'll also be worth learning more about how exactly they obtained their water in the first place. Mr. Often spoke of machinery responsible for that feat during our journey through Logistic and Alpha, did he not? Captain Labyrinthos will share his appreciation for the engineering marvel. Oh yes, this sounds absolutely splendid. As journey beyond the sanctuary of Sharlayan Hamlet, I shall lead the way. You mean not to brave the untamed wilderness? As far as I'm concerned, indeed, we cannot help but notice that many dangerous-looking creatures with big, nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of the settlement. Currently escorted here by your burly custodians, I dread to think what would have become of us. Probably, to many a hungry predator with the aforementioned big, nasty teeth, labyrinths may appear to be a potential or rather appetizing source of sustenance. Ah! They're all scared. Can I pose upon thee to assist in securing safe passage to Logistic and Alpha? For my part, I shall act as escort to the living way and cooking way, I trust singing way and growing way to thy care. For a valiant protector they could not wish for. Godspeed. I'll say to you, I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. A few more. Come long growing way to water extraction, what's it? Yep. I do love the cool dark bubbles. Fascinate. You know what a fascinate actually is? It's actually a really cruel punishment from like the dark medieval times. Because I know this from watching one of Emphasis lore tours of Tantara, where there's a. It's not Tantara. Todorok, right? Yeah, Todorok. So in Todorok you have an one of the chambers. I think it might actually be the chamber the boss is in, but it's called the Abacination Chamber, and it's where people were punished by having a red-hot flake pushed against their face to blind them, literally just burning shut their eyes. Thank you so much. I hope this water extraction is worth these harrowing experiences. A part of the fun, some might say. How could not be burnt or crisp if it's all the same to you? This is actually really, really cool. Now, about one thing our level 89 dungeon could be, though, and we also still have to get our second pre-end trial. There's the ancient doll fly in the lift's top. Pray, follow me. Yeah, just thinking of the remaining 2 trials that there are, like, there's like the second pre-end trial, and then there's like the final trial. And actually, think about it, the 2 of them, they have to be just like Medion and Xenos, unless Xenos like takes down Medion and we have to fight him instead. Marvelous, simply marvelous. This is where the magic, or science rather, takes place. Perfect environment to sustain life, artificially created. Knowledge we'll gain here can only essential when we start looking for new stars, so you're trying to inhabit. Apparently, most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. I'm very lucky that Ethereus just happens to provide everything you need to thrive. Or do mankind turn out the way they are because of the available resources? I wonder. Either way, it's nothing short of miraculous. I can't wait to see more of it. I need to sell some of his junk. I just like seeing just like the body and legs, and just a nice like we got a coat, but I just got like a big heavy helm, some nice heavy arm pieces and like leg pieces. It's a very interesting picture. Agriculture shock. That'll be wonderful, I'm sure. I hope you learn more about your nourishment provision facilities. In other words, where's the food? I believe both the knowledge and consumables you may seek may be found at Mariel Ergonomics. And imagine seeing when the others intend to study every conceivable facet of this apparatus. We're supposed to kind of escort our visiting culinarian. Yes, this sounds much more interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to see firsthand some of the delicacies Oriente was telling me about. Everything is incredibly vivid, if it makes you verbose descriptions cannot compare to sampling them myself. I vision fears assume me no more. So I must learn all I can while there's still time. Let's book no further delay. I see both these warriors have like the spin saw axe. Yeah, this level 88 weapon set definitely has a really quite a few good ones. Yeah, but I would definitely say like the best four are definitely this like circular saw axe, chainsaw greatsword, drilled spear, and just also the chainsaw scythe, which got a straight edge. Just it actually moves. Place yes, the heady aroma was enough to guide me here. Found several of the fruit and vegetables featured in our compendium. I dearly hope to try some. I heard that those who help themselves to farmers' crops without permission are often caught and put into pies! Is that a thing, connection to Peter Rabbit? I remember, like, there was a Peter Rabbit animation I watched on VHS as a kid. But yeah, just like, the rabbit who would sneak into a garden just to snack on the farmer's vegetables. But, one day they, like, ate too much, and there's, like, the hole in the fence, or under the fence, or whatever. They used to get in and out. They got stuck and couldn't get through, and they were worried about they were going to be killed. I'll have to ask whoever's in charge if they'd be willing to part with a few samples. The 80, they're starting. Fine mess this is. Ah, it's you, the one who climbed down the mine shaft. Sure you around as you I could, but I'm rushed off my feet preparing for the exodus. You're not the only one. We're all going to find ways to do what we can down here, down here up there, first from the moon, then on whichever star the form decides will be our new home. It's also sudden, so unreal. Don't you want to go to the moon? Well, it's better than waiting for the final days to claim us. No matter how carefully it's all planned, we're be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. The only ones we can take may not survive in their new environment. So many species are doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's what you came to talk about, is it? Nothing great to die, I assure you. I wish to sample a little of your produce, if we may. By all means, help yourselves. Much appreciated, my good fellow. So, where to begin? Oh, I know what these are. Grapes, yes? Let's see if they are as delicious as they look. So sweet, so sour. Tastes as much like a ripe philosopher's carrot, yet the texture is entirely different. The contrast between the outer skin and the fruit is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think we'll try another. Well, that certainly gave me food for thought, but in a far less visceral manner than any philosopher's carrot. So tell me, what is your opinion of grapes? Oh my god! Braving and run the volcano for a choice bunch. This is a callback to one of the Tales from the Shadows. We get a flashback story to back in Amber times, where pretty much Azem comes to Emmett Selk, like, hey, can I borrow this concept for this being called Ephrata? I want to stop an exploding volcano from destroying an island because I really like that island's grapes. That's one of the reasons. I like this island's grapes, so I'm not going to let this volcano destroy it. Can I borrow Ephrata? So the fact that they have this option... Yes! Yes! 1,000 times yes! Yes, they have rather Moorish, aren't they? My friend, quite versatile too. Doesn't have people stepping on them to make intoxicating beverages, as I recall. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. On to the next tree. Orange by name, orange by nature. Okay, first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's eat. That's actually a good question. Guess that's... Equal parts sweet and sour, as with grapes, yet nothing alike. Maybe if I had to consult Rita J by expanding my vocabulary, so I cannot find the words to describe it. That's what we're looking for is bitter. Very complicated, you know. So many flavors, so many choices. Each individual with their own personal preferences. I see why you all turn your noses up at the idea of eating nothing but carrots. But obviously they still are, in my estimation. Let no one say but no one say I said otherwise. Eat the carrots, they eat the same the vegetables. Let's see what's in that field over there. Yeah, I think a word he might be looking for is tang, yeah? It's like, what's a tang? Oh, like, I remember just like as a kid, one of the various just like juice pouches things you get for lunch. There's like Capri Sun and other stuff. Then there was Tang, which is all like orange and like other citrus fruits. And they used monkeys in their advertising campaigns, like monkeys dressed up and doing extreme sports stuff. I remember that. That color, that texture. What is some sort of enormous round carrots? No, in any case, proper nomenclature is less concerned with the taste. Carrot. Bleh! So hard and flavorless. Maybe we'll be chewing on a piece of wood. That'll but convert it. Being nothing but misbegotten failures masquerading as goodly carrots. How's it stop? Can't you see these are pumpkins? You don't have any sense to try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Do you not find it awful bother? Far from it. Cooking is a joy unto itself. What's more, as broad as the range of ingredients may be safely eat. Above all else, cooking allows us to draw the full potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for as long as I can remember. I think that these hard blocks of plant matter can make it become as delicious as the orange I sampled. Yeah, plus a pumpkin. You don't eat it from the outside. You cut it open and get all the squishy insides. Wonder though, if there is anything even more delicious, how about that yellow fruit over yonder? Oh, he's going for the lemon! He's going for the lemon! Horrendous fragrance, and look, it'll have a flavor to match. That would be how these are eaten. I'll just bite into it. Yes, yes, yes. My tongue! Is this poison? A lemon? It's supposed to taste like this? How could something so similar to an orange be so revolting? There may be some time for my palate to recover from this ordeal. As such, I'd best call an end to this round of sampling. Let's say our farewells and return to the others. Okay, we got some good laughs here. Fish, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. I'm rather enamored with the grapes and oranges, less so the pumpkin, but I learned the hard way that they're not to be eaten raw. Here's the lemon. Deceiver! I still feel so violated. Haha! First time, was it? Hate to leave you with a bad taste in your mouth. We'll raise the one. Give this lemon muffin I make. It doesn't change your opinion? Nothing will. More lemon? Have I not suffered enough? Nevertheless, it would be rich of me to spurn this opportunity to... This stick came up there. Learn more of your inscrutable ways. Very well. Lemon muffin, do your worst! I remember just like the lemon Girl Scout cookies. I love that. That was like the only one I would just like actually like and just want a lot of. This is delicious, and this is the power of cooking. But I still like to hit a lemon. It complements the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. Who would guess this vile bitterness can be utilized so elegantly? My good chap, this is simply breathtaking. See, we rarely use lemon in its natural state. It has a solid role in all sorts of recipes. The same is true for many other ingredients. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal. Sometimes, that can even be the difference between life and death. I know we won't be able to take every species with us. No doubt the form agonize over what we're preserving will be consigned to history. Hard choices, but make what we must of where to survive. The strength of will. Now I know what Highland sees in your kind. Mankind, the Labyrinths, you're both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learned all there is to learn about the nature of sentient life in the face of the stars themselves. Once civilization has fulfilled the basic requirements for survival, inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. Therein lies folly and its downfall. Perfection is an unattainable ideal. It is the paradox of the immaculate carrot. Yes! Perfection is impossible. I'm glad the Lopperids understand this. This is something ancient Amortines did not. And like, this is like the downfall of like so many of these ancient civilizations, so many of these like sources of fiction in general. Have ancient societies that seek to be perfect and just sow the seeds of their own destruction in doing so. If something is perfect, it cannot get better, it cannot improve. And just like, as people, we are ever changing. We cannot be stagnant beings. So by our very nature as beings of change, we are beings of imperfection. But that's, in its own paradoxical way, that's what makes us perfect. If humanity was to achieve perfection, it would stop being humanity. Civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. Pay no heed to the costs incurred in their futile quest, but all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What then is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect. So be content with that what we have and make the most of it. Yes! Yes! All the yes to that sentence right there. Like gives you lemons, you make lemon muffins. Pardon my origin. What the seven hells are you on about? Who are you anyway? Pardon my... Yep. Cooking by your service, I'm here to prepare for the trip to the moon. Once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing them all different kinds. But don't worry, there'll be room for your crops too. Work together to preserve as many Ethereal species as possible, if you're up to the challenge. Yes, of course, I look forward to it. It's all been highly productive, probably. Let's go see if Rianche and the others have further enough machinery to inspect, shall we? Yeah, that dialogue about perfection alone made this distraction so worth it. Those are the exact opinions I feel about perfection as well. Because, like, I don't feel it's inherently wrong to want to just, like, try to reach towards perfection, but not to actually try to achieve perfection. There's a difference between being as perfect as possible and trying to be perfect. Just do what you do as best you can. But it was enlightening, especially part of the lemon muffin. Actually, I was wondering, do you know of any other places famous their cuisine? This is convinced as Holy Culinarians Guild, many less than savory establishments. With that tiny visit, the more I learn of theorists, the more I wish we could spare from the final days. Last time was orders of the fleet not to resist. Then there is some other way. Sage Council? Vendor, I trust that thy time at Mera Ergonomics and Mera Fruit. Her own efforts too rewarded, not possess an embarrassment of educational riches. Our guess relentless pursuit of knowledge should occupy them and us for a fortnight. Time is of the essence. Let's return to Sharlayan Hamlet forthwith. I shall attend to each and every Loppert there, should further questions within my power to answer arise. Alright, yeah, this is eye level 1, yep. Yes, Evander, that's indeed me verbalizing aside to express my emotional state. You wanna know why? Because I saw the reconstructed environmental data for a theory Logistic and Alpha, that's why. Forests are lovely and so leafy. Are all of your forests like that? It's the forest of the first. One is purple. Gasp, I say! If a star is so wonderful, it comes as no surprise that you're reluctant to leave it behind. It's a fool to think otherwise, to assume that the moon is something worth being proud of. How ridiculous it must seem to you, trying so hard, yet achieving so little. Oh, and Sakai collapsed, or crash. Not at all, the works are no less worthy for their uniqueness. I thought I heard tiny voices. Ventrid! How did this not fair? I was able to glean a fair bit from the researchers while helping move their cargo. Preparations proceeded without interruption here. Despite news that coming in, we have the forum's leadership to thank for that. This doesn't mean people aren't worried, though. Quite the opposite. Knowing disaster could strike at any moment, they're here to complete their work, equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death. I can hardly tell them there's no cause for concern. Perhaps not. Weighted by a goodly growing rate, we have to find other ways to lighten their burden. And me, be of use to people? I'm honored you would think me so capable. I'm not sure I'm up to the challenge. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. If you say so, I suppose it can't hurt to try. I passed someone moping in the Western Plaza and looked to be in need of a helping paw. Perhaps you might serve him. This is a good place as any. Come. If the thing crash and reopened, I can get more area compensations. Once the characters have already reached, it's like 35 conversations. Dude, is mine just because it's fresh in my mind, but just seeing like how your white coat and your greenish hair like that look like Kevin if he took his hair and swished it to the side. Oh, can I help you? Is you would help me? Is my anxiety truly so obvious? Burden shared is a burden at ease. Pray tell us of thy troubles. As all fellows do good like good listeners. An engineer, you see, wants to see of the ship. That's the sum of decades of Sharlayan ingenuity that has built a pure technology. It's all true, but I know that none of that's a guarantee. We've never before launched a starfaring vessel, let alone flown it in the great expanse. All the tests we've run have been on the ground. Only operational personnel and cargo will be aboard for the first voyage. Even so, if it fails us then, what can we do? If it doesn't, it could fall apart in the next flight, or the one after that. We've done everything we can to prevent that from happening. It hardly matters. We thought the ether burner design was flawless, too. Look how that turned out. Thou art familiar with these most daunting technologies, and thus did thou hold the power to allay his fears. Well, I'm not sure about that, but, well... You can tell me if there are any aspects of ship design that you're especially worried about. The ability to walk about and perform our tasks, for one. It provides the means in which to employ gravity, a spatio-temporal spell to regulate the environment. However, it's not strong enough. What if everyone floats away and begins crashing into things as soon as we left the star? Gravitation. Maybe I can be of help after all. Up there's not so different from down here, you see. The same rules apply. If you serve them as part of one big great cosmos rather than separate places. Yep. I immediately get into the jargon. In fact, both parties should find comfort in this conversation. Okay, your thinkers say be true, so others will benefit from insights born of experience. Might have prevailed upon the Labyrinthos to attend them. Excellent idea, if I do say so myself. I would like more than to ease the hearts of fine people and theorists and learn more about them while we're at it. Pull them out of here. Gather the companions and bring them hither. Evander, thou hast a gift for finding souls in need of succor. Pray thee, seek thee out the distressed and the apprehensive, and inform them that help is at hand. I shall wait them here. I introduce each to a suitable operate. Looking forward to that. A place for every operate in their place. Eight? Damn. We're thinking about medical facilities on the ship, of course. Thanks to the existence of the sages and chirurgeons. Can you imagine every illness or injury that one might face at the great expenses beyond any of us? Everything that affects the living body out there indefinitely might have in the body. I don't want to end up like the Wally people. Crew for the moon? Why not think of that? Seeming to be a mystery. Before I'm gonna appoint someone else. I apologize. Still didn't know what to do. How am I supposed to pilot the Ark if I'm already falling apart under the pressure? You got the big job. You're a starship pilot that I speak with? Truly? Well then, you're trying to waste. I can't be prepared for this monumental task. Is anything bothering me? Well, I've been a loaded cargo for bellows now. My back feels like a voice since played it as a piano. My feet needs and drums and cymbals too. Fine if in need of a break. I'm going to help you. Oh, my, what a lovely idea. You notice people are becoming rather tense. We wish out to flex some fresh and fragrant tea leaves. Maybe track down 100 or so cups. Don't you worry, I can manage. I hope you plan to cheer everyone up as well. The woman is doing better than you are. All these people who are doing just fine don't count. We need to find 8 people specifically in need, not to find and talk to 8 people who may be in need. Brace, no, I believe I'm fine. Thank you. I'm confiding in my colleagues. It's helped a lot. Can't recommend it enough. Already has the support she needs. Unconcerned Gleaner, you're also going to be good. Apologies, I'm waiting on livery. Whatever it is, we'll have to wait. Oh, he's too busy to chat. Level-headed. Seriously, there's no point in wearing at this age. It won't make the work go that much slower. I'm finding all the good people! Where's all the people in actual need? There's at least 6 other people who actually need help. Where are they? Capricious. Everyone's now, yet the work goes no faster. These are such sentimental things. Peaceful one moment, utter bollocks next. And yet, I never felt so alive! This one is beyond your help. Only sleep can save her now. Bunches of weeds in the ground, 60 bunches of weeds, drip one out, add to the mound, 55 bunches of weeds in the... I didn't neglect my duties, I swear. I gave a break, you see, but I found myself unable to relax at all. A little walk, and then noticed these weeds and... His pleasant conversation partners and it was so fuzzy. Goodness me, that does sound like a much better way to relax. Found someone at last. No one outside all together. Something I think I can honestly say is a real pet peeve that I like to do with these big area bubbles, or like, find the thing here, is how many times I swear the thing is around the very edge of the bubble. Last assistance? Where's they gone off at a time like this? Beg pardon. That's time for idle chit-chat. Need to reconfirm that ease levels are consistent throughout the vessel's machinery. See that shall have to do so single-handedly. Sure, I find those assistants of mine. Numbers willing to help? Well, why didn't you say so? At least they were more about how they checked 2 dozen times already and haven't slept in weeks. Lazy sods. Oof. And I got through all the stories. I'm gonna take a run outside. It's in the circle. Oh, can I go inside these buildings? That's probably what I'm missing. Any of these I can go inside. It looks like I need these 8 ones. Where is everyone I need to talk to? There has to be more people in need somewhere. Aha! 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 By the gods, my chest is tight. Am I dying? That's what dying feels like? Oh, do pardon me. You see you there. No cause for concern, I assure you. No cause for concern. Even though we may need to depart at any moment, if the holiday designed bunkers under strain, the entire vessel may explode on launch. Clean countless lives and dooming all mankind. Highly likely, yes, highly likely, highly... Our visitors cannot be triple checking the structural flaws, you say? Well, that would be wonderful. I'm breathing more easily already. I didn't try to go for fast rambling there. Ha! Another one. Yes! You idiot! Have you seen an envelope lying about? This imbecile refuses to give me the alchemic I ordered without that bloody slip of parchment. I'm surprised of a spell to make me remember where I dropped my damned envelope. Don't leave you or help to me. You've wasted enough my time already. It is fortunate for all involved to inflict this man upon the Labyrinthos. Oh, they're all over here! At least a few of them. My face is showing my... Ow! Gosh, I am a bit tense. Our steps is ensuring that the proper fauna, and only the proper fauna, are brought with us on the moon. However, the suitability of a few species is still under debate. I hardly make the decision myself when I know so little about the environments up there. the labyrinth our discussion is a wonderful idea. I absolutely will thank you. Perhaps our biology itself might offer some clue as well. Huh? Well, like collaborators, I suppose it would be more effective than sitting here brooding. I tried to calculate how much cargo we could consolidate into fewer trips. Should leave either burner make our original estimates unfeasible, but there's simply too many variables. Especially my brow will turn inside out. Perhaps our lunar associates have more insight into how much weight constitutes too much weight for our purposes. Thank you for letting me know. One more to find! A bit more of 5 are searching. Check up here, last person up here. Wait, I did check up here because I walked out of that gate. I much rather would have just seen just like a whole bunch of markers on my map. Due diligence sake. Oh. Ah, here! I missed you! Heard anything of what's on the moon? No doubt we can make it up there, but searching for new star parts of the planet sounds awfully vague to me. That's important. It only tells the collaborators have everything under control. To me, I don't feel particularly safe wondering to see a star on God knows what made by gods know who. Well, you can meet them and ask it about yourselves. I can speak to them directly? Let me think. I hope they like questions. There we freaking go. Behold, Commander. Through the Never's word had spread throughout Labyrinthos. Nearly to a far greater number than we anticipated, living away doubts gather more Loppers as we speak. I shall assign each according to the skills. The new bonds of friendship might be forged. Should greater matters require not fine attentions, watch over them, I prithee you. Now, I do think in terms of future, like, Beast Tribe type content, I do believe the Loppers will be the crafting one.
So much in forever.
Use a drink like I do.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends on the moon.
Sorry about the yunkiness.
'Twould behoove you to consult with Sleepingway. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
The sleeper is the pilot!
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
I'm pretty sure there are quite a few people who are like that as well.
Point taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial.
Or he can go play riddles for 3 days straight of pixies.
Look,
yeah, he can talk anyone's ear off.
Filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
Look, yeah, just go out and experience. Experience is the teacher of all things. That is a quote by...
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt.
Who is they?
Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget...
Moonbreeder. There's her parents. It has to be...
Oh there. Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
This is the confrontation that's been a long time coming.
Yeah, yes.
He's
I am.
actually on the back foot.
Wilson and Blovida, Sharlayan's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic, and Moonbreeder's parents.
It hath been some time. 'Tis good to see you in good health.
Likewise, old friend. Blovida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
No, you didn't.
I'll say, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where.
Yeah, just like sounding angry, and then just like sign of affection.
Do you have any idea how worried we were?
It's like a child running away from home.
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
I'm sorry. I truly, truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know, we always know.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy, our daughter, trusted and believed in more than anyone, grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
Aww.
I think I can feel her too. The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope and love.
Aww. Yeah. We know how much you cared for given the really creepy description of the White Moon Brita you made.
This moon breeder. She was important to him, wasn't she?
You could ask the man himself.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
Be sure that I'm fine. I am so glad to see them too. It's so long. Whoever still there was in your company, filled with me their kindness, could have been far harder had I faced them alone. Hither in yarns. I have my gratitude for lending courage to Labyrinth. Not disposed to rest their laurels, some of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen to their stations. Some of you may yet hither come seeking counsel. I shall remain to aid them as need be. If thou art needed elsewhere, do not let me detain thee. fact, help me might check an LSA, as I saw, they're starting to carry enormous pile of boxes out the west gate. To myself, but we both know that she's like, whose health she's less like to scorn. Not to mention, much my misfortune, I can think of several other things I ought to be doing. Until later. Those should be the last 2 ether currents. Oh, nope. The last 2 outside of the story one. I'm gonna also mute my mic to actually blow my nose. Okay. Again. Care not to send the very best. Mine, I can indeed. What am I to do? Sneezing fit! What the hell? Not your kind started taking interest in strangers' woes. My son, you see, is the Gleaner Station in the Near East, and recently returned to deliver his procurements. See, where a moment ago. You the Archeon? Asked if there were a gift for me. Is that not thoughtful? Stroke of ill luck, however, something urgent has come up, which I'm obligated to attend to. Having dealt with the Labyrinthos, I know that my darling boy are already gone, often the next assignment who knows where. Be able to take a pickle, surely. If I want to, I can't claim to get myself. Perhaps you could go in my stead, have the time on your hands, that is. You do? Why, thank you. Turn to see the way, well, let me hear what you are taking care of receiving the present. I need to just take this off so it doesn't jostle around every time I sneeze. Okay. I just went to mute the mics. I talked to my brother for like while he was down here. And turns out I forgot to unmute it after the second time I blew my nose. So all these lines I've been reading, you just see my mouth moving and nothing's been coming out. I knew you were the type to say no to a man in need, find the corpse on the field, corpse of fiend had fought, and you'd like to come across that direction of the stall. Lad and the job. Hide you. Dry eyes have it. What if I may? Have you heard of the winged familiar known as a Skatine? They have a marked talent for seeing in the dark. You establish them as a chosen watchfire in some of the world's most important facilities. So happens, we Labyrinthos avail ourselves of the astonishing eyesight too. Day and night, our Skatines keep close watch for any blackguards or any nasty goings on. However, such keenness of eyesight requires, for lack of a better term, upkeep, which comes in the form of special eye drops. After all, what creature can sit unblinkingly wide-eyed for days on end without help? Might I ask you to go outside medication? How could you be so obliging? Skatines are perceptive creatures in both sight and mind will take to you instantly once they know your experience in caring for everyone, even other kind. All those who deal with things of a confidential nature to try their hand at treating beady eyes or vigilant failures at least once. The northwest entrance to find the Skatine's caretaker shall be only too glad to introduce you to our faithful watch owls. Oh. Someone in FC chat accidentally said the name of the trial log, level 83 trial. It said to spam it out of the chat log. And like definitely spoiled for someone. It's like T crying emoji. I can never unsee. It's like I still guarantee you'll be surprised. Oh, they're talking about like taking trial, yeah. Yeah, Shadowbringers. Yeah, 73 and 79. Let's say 2 so they get what I mean. You're a gleaner. You're the Sharlayan, aren't you? You do have a worldly look about you. Gleaner, I too have journeyed far and wide. Tell me, where's the farthest you have ever ventured? Another world. I wish the third option was the moon. You don't have to be in jest. Look at your face tells me you're serious. Aye, you should do nicely. You see, I need a more experienced traveler to say a prayer to me before I leave for Garabania. You do me the honor. The reactor operator by the tower itself should have lantern crystal prepared for the purpose. Oh, not a wonderful ritual. Take a look into the book! Oh, that's a great reference! Reading Rainbow! Determined Bibliothèque! Gotta recycle through. There we go. You're the adventure. You have the carriage of a woman upon whose time I like to veil. These books here, you see them? Yes. I would have you bear them one of the students of Eldestin for me. Leave it to me. I'm part of their sort of group. Oh, that's a deal easier than I expected. I had thought this required some explanation, which you'll have regardless. A member of a prominent political faction as the Bibliotheques, I trust you've heard of us. I recollect the sworn to bear something witness to the affairs of our world. Recently, accordingly, all which has come to pass. But this, on the other hand, take a much more active approach to the affairs of our world. You say things between us are tense. You're the conservative group of Sharlayan. No trouble when I found delivering these stories myself. My colleagues would very well bar me from the archives entire. Punishment worse than death. But to seek aid from one who can pass unnoticed, you. Right then, have care with these. Bring these to my Maldesian co-conspirator. You'll find her in Lysican Alpha. Oh, tell her there it's a gift for friendly researcher in Sharlayan Hamlet, will you? I thought it would be a confirmation prompt. Just like, do you want to pick the books up? And nope, it just immediately picked them up. I was hoping to finish just like the quest inside before I journeyed out. Yeah, we'll be like the rest of today's stream is just gonna be all researcher, digital complications. Yeah, that's instant file one again. Look at all these. Each book is more valuable than last. How won't you come by them? Give to you by research in Sharlayan Hamlet, you say? They meant as a gift to me? There's a benefactor. It's gracious indeed. It's comforting to know that at least one person out there values our efforts in the ever-changing world. You might thanks to the charitable researcher next time you see them. Yeah, as a quick reminder, even though the students of Eldestin was wiped out during the events of 2.0 by Eureka, everyone except Cryo was the only one who survived on the island, and everyone else on the island died. Well, they're a big organization that goes all over the place studying all sorts of shit. So there were actually a fair amount of people who were out and about doing business who then survived. Yeah, because like only the people who were there on their base of operations in the Isle of Val died there, with the exception of Cryo. Yeah, Crystal, I hope it does some good for that gleaner. Hope those folks need all the luck they can get. Lanterns like the waste of darkness, two which can mean the difference between life and death. There's known as a safe passage, but as such, it's become customary these days to view the crystal inside them with the prayers of a more seasoned traveler. I think it's travelers use to face the crystal and pray for the safety of the traveler to be, if you will. This is a big red fire crystal. Vaguely, a colleague recently told me about the power of Akasha, a concept talented Rods and Han, our reaction to a strong emotion. This method of praying to a crystal is a manifestation of that power. Well, that should about do it, but look, your parents help guide the gleaner safely through the perils of his journey. Perhaps you, like, close the box. That's cool. You pick it up. Or, no, we just picked up the box. It's so small and so dark I couldn't see the entire box disappear. I just saw the glow stop. have 8 left. Is there something I can help you with? Help you and your friend here with? I had a lot of person interested in learning about culture. Maybe this was looking for a job? Yes, I would like to work at a job. You know what I could do? Actually, let's put that on. Well, most people here work at Emporia or Thamazine who need to submit documents to request a proper level of clearance. And oh, I have an idea. Let's do that first. You've seen, man-made habitats and hereabouts are populated with a variety of experimental subjects. Some of the boulder beasts, however, have been known to cause unfortunate incidents in and around the elemental reactors. In order to encourage these creatures to keep their distance, put together some bags of not just smelling repellent. I'd appreciate if you could place a few of them by the reactors themselves. For now, I need you to ward to 2 different facilities. One to the south and the one to the west of Lysican Beta. Here, there's an hour for each of you, so you can split the work. Just starting to make. I'm starting to make you work too. That means we can share the payment as well. Right, I'll go to the south reactor. You take the one to the west. Work, work, work. I hope you don't regret the smelly bag. Well, who are you? Finding the boy. Well, it's actually the end of the first quest already. And he's not hiding behind here, actually. Oh, he's over there. Actually, let's turn in this while I'm just at this corner. I've turned. I found the books with which you departed. I assume that to mean you delivered them in the right hands? Thank you. Mission 4. We bibliotheques keep to the wings of history stage, taking fierce stance against any sort of involvement. Sworn duty to observe what all but transpires, even as the world unravels before our very eyes. Dedicated our way to our goal, we'll rebel if we are not present. I do this one stationed abroad, in the Far East actually, where there I caught wind of the students of Odysseus, learned how they were, and become a symbol of hope for those during the final days. Master tells us that knowledge is a gift, one that cannot be bestowed upon just anyone. Only the worthy who had wield the strength it provides. This is Odysseus is worthy. There's any justice up in this world? That which our pens and papers have locked away is theirs by rights. Thank you for helping me put the fruits of our labor to good use. I'm not going to go home so easily. Probably don't believe me either, but I've noticed that all is not right in Labyrinthos. Why don't you try telling me first? Fine, I'll tell you what I've seen. All of the artificial light here changed recently. I'm sure most people haven't noticed. When you spend your whole life in here, the difference is like night and day. Even so, no one will take me seriously when I bring it up. All because of my age. I got into a big fight with father about it. Everyone is in danger. What could happen if the artificial sun is broken? But I can't go home just yet. I need to get to the bottom of this first. Although I'm scared to venture outside on my own. See, there's countless monsters out there. Suppose you could come with me. I would pay you. It's not much, but I do get pocket money from my parents. You don't need to pay me. I thought you were different for the rest. No, you're treating me like a child too. It's a proper deal, alright? You gotta take my money and make it binding. Okay. And it's settled. comes the sun. I'm ready to go if you are. I suppose I should tell you about the artificial sun first. It's got an engine called a reactor that burns with fire ether. The reactor has too much ether now. That's what changes color. Ergo, we should go to Foibos. I know someone who works there. They're helping to control the artificial sun. I bet he'll let us have a look around. It's in the medial circuit. We should head for Logistic and Alpha first. Follow me so you don't get lost. You have a landing crystal for me? Have my thanks. If your prayer feeling is light, I have faith that I will keep me safe upon my return. Now we depart for Gerbanya. I hope your travels are successful as well as mine. One more current. I'm gonna make a counterclockwise loop. We're also checking this. Just come about the eye drops. Yeah? Heard about today's little exercise. A night job called the elite pearl, you see? Well, we're about to transpire. This is a bit of our regard. Maybe best to calm her down yourself. If you pat her gently, unruffle her feathers, figurative, literally. Mrs. Christine continues her weary stare. Now a great deal less anxiety in her eyes than before. Everybody has realized you're not done at all. Go in then. She's ready for the eye drops whenever you are. Talking to soothe this continues to unblinking eyes. She gets terribly dry from glaring menacingly at passerby. I'm ready to snuggle up to you, I say. Your teeth is a mind like a steel trap, and don't forget to face easily. No problem if you were to walk past in completely different clothes. Takes one of the costume changes rule them, after all. Why ask me? You're friends with a dragoon, right? Surely a stern-looking elephant fellow, as I remember. Heard this tease. Didn't they kind of have? Damn near pecked his eyes out. That poor bird almost got a lance through in her gullet for it. Like your companion stopped himself when he did. Doesn't mean that is going to let bygones be bygones anytime soon. Let me tell you, for that advice, you have to watch yourself if he's walking through these parts. Case, your work is done here. It's convenient powder treatment. Go and tell a night job as much. Good luck out there. Oh, and should you happen to see another canteen while you're about, give him a wave, alright? Actually, just a wayward carbuncle. No, I actually have to keep it on there. Get the fan and don't filter yourself over there. Quite a bit over there. Also, I have no idea why my cursor is so big on PS5. I don't know how to shrink it. I wonder at least have north half, south half of just checking for the carbuncle. popping it, occasionally popping it, occasionally popping it. Pellet? I just hope our poor Labyrinth buddy just doesn't regret having to place these terrible smelling sacks. Turn this one off for now. So far, nothing I'm seeing requires me to come over here to Aporia directly. Now it's done. Ooh! Got a signal! Faintly, glimmers warmly. Oh, I can see it actually now. You know what? Here's a crazy idea. What if this carbuncle here is actually Tararu's when she tried her hand at being an Arcanist and couldn't even get her carbuncle to follow her orders? Here it comes, allow you to cradle in your arms. Actually, forget this. Actually, that's way tower out in the sun. How close does darkness is around on me? Crossover one direct to the very bottom. You're not any mount. So let's add to favorite. Here we go. Now, this is like obviously made for the paladin. Oh, actually, just notice it is a 6-legger. Can't wait to get down to that building there. We got that awesome ceiling. Are there any buildings with ceilings like that in real life? Okay, perhaps going into work with that decision after all. If an invaluable health would like to curse the medicine, you're invited. This carpet looks oddly familiar! It's gotta be Taru's! This is like the biggest brick joke in Final 14, maybe. But, yeah, because whenever they give you something, oh, if this happens, please use this item I give you. You will indelibly use the item. Ooh. Oh, that's what you just. Oh my, this is better. Thank you kindly, stranger. We just came over me quite suddenly. No, no, caused by thinning of the blood or some such. This is one of my wife's creations, is it not? I've never heard alchemy anywhere. Let me see this your help to see it brought to me then, yes? I thought as much. Still don't get past my better half, so I did my best to hide my fatigue. I was a researcher in Thumazine. Oh, that interests you, does it? Well, then, to counter this, we are currently developing a new sort of alloy which at the molecular level contains psychosensitive materials such as dark matter. What if we could work in such a marvelous metal? Imagine how much tighter controls would be if we could fit a cockpit. I'm getting ahead of myself. At any rate, our work is reaching its crescendo. I wouldn't dare miss it, even so much as a day of it. You're so kind as to tell my wife there's no cause for concern. All she needs to know is that her filter works wonders. Eve, it's you! The one and only vendor! Am I dreaming? Delivering for me? Why would someone as famous as and important as you be delivering my package? Oh wow, I'm just being rude. Wish thank you properly. So I know you'd be coming. We prepared something for you. Silly me, there's something for you right here. I can see this ball of golden syrup. It's yours since you want it. Look at the nice to rejuvenate the weird body. West needs something like that after running it around and saving the entire world! Well, you're no for an answer, so take it down. You deserve it far more than I do. This is meant to revitalize the exhausted. It says it's less sweet than you're expecting. It's delicious. I'm glad! Hope it nourishes your body long as you're pleasing your palate. Reminds me, I hope your comrade Graha tries some as well. He'd quite enjoy it. Seems like drinking sweet ambrosia. Couldn't help but wonder what sort of medicine he would have been forced to drink before. Anyway, I'm afraid it's all I have to offer you, I swear. If Wheelsome doesn't compensate you properly, I just might. Well, never mind. So please take care of yourself. Proper care of yourself out there. Wild mammoth fiend carcass. Broken Viking. I think I might be suddenly having internet issues. What the hell? Oh, I have to use... Right, I have to capture it. And it's use this item while it's down. I thought it was just like a... That's the first time I've ever had that exact thing happen with capture this thing by not killing it, where it actually literally prevents you from harming it any further. Just like error, it just like turn green or anything. It just error. It's bizarre. You let me into media circuit. How do you here change everything? Okay, Repelé, you and your friend are free to go through. Come on, thanks. There's no time for having your freedoms limited because of your age. Anyway, let's make our way to Phoebos. The other one that doesn't have to be the job. All the way up there, up this back. Go away. I think I'll go up there next time I have a chance to just possibly warp, or just or anything important is bio warp. I can go and have a look. Wait here. I'll let you know if I find anything. It should be the control panel. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong. Arthur's records didn't contain anything worth noting either. Don't be worried about it. You realize the place has been around as long as Labyrinthos. You never had a single problem. Hurry to confirm this change in the lights here you speak of. Are you sure you just didn't stare at the sun too long? I was against that for a reason, you know. They can talk down to me all they want, but I know what I saw. If there's nothing wrong here, that simply means the root of the problem lies elsewhere. Let's go. Fiery thirst. First second round. It's nice to be believed for once. Oh, they got the doggo. That's clear the problem doesn't lie here. We should move on. Let's take a look at the supply route. The fire aspect of ether travels along to the reactor to the artificial sun. But after a while, the sun automatically goes into overdrive to maintain its brightness if it gets less fire ether than it needs. Maybe a problem with the reactor's ether supply. But for sure, we'll need to check the flow of the ether and see if there are any spots that are normally weak. Do that. The etherometer. Maybe we could borrow one from Mariel Ergonomics. They wouldn't have to get out of our way. Just noticed we are also at 10 o'clock. today is a good point to wrap up. Yeah, right here. We got lots of side quests to work on. I really do hope I can actually beat this by Friday. This like will depend on the queues, because Saturday we're going back to Persona 3. Yeah. I definitely know that once I actually get to the end of the main scenario, that's not going to be like the last episode. We still have like all the post-game stuff, like the two level 90 dungeons to unlock. I'm actually going to unlock Sage and Reaper then. Yeah, so plan tomorrow is finish all these quests here, and like I want to make sure like at the very least tomorrow I get both jobs up to 89. So when I get if it's more, I want to go back to do the job quests when they're back to 89. Like, yeah, Samurai is definitely like a dungeon away from getting that just getting the next level, but I actually want to just like don't want to get it too high. It's like I mentioned that pretty much immediately after if I could get Dark Knight, my main job, all the way up to 90 before I finish like the MSQ, before I get to like before I get to level 90 quests, I can do as many all the remaining MSQ 89 quests on Sam. So that's why I want to make sure that like I get it to 89, but not too high, because I don't want that much the experience points to go to waste. But that's the way for tomorrow. Until then, this has been Adventure Advent. I stream every day here on Twitch, usually starting at 6 p.m. US Central Time, but I'll just like whenever I can get in is when I'll go live. I managed to make a good time today. Let's hope I can do something similar tomorrow. Probably not as much. But good night, everybody.